Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize. Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer. What is that? Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his belt and put it on. Roll across a spidget. A spidget.
Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell.
Oh, that's Waylon Jennings.
Heck yeah, that's Waylon.
Talking about Hank.
Don't think Hank done it this way. Boy, I miss old Waylon now.
Yeah, well, he was good. You ain't joking, bud. Welcome to the August 18th edition of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And as always, Wally and I want to thank you for switching it over to C Spire Channel 2 or kicking us in on Facebook, C2 and CS2 or flipping us on YouTube or ever how you're watching. We appreciate it, and we always do. And man, you know what? We had a high school football jamboree. We had several jamborees going on Friday night. I guess we can officially say football is back. Does that get a bell?
Got to be a bell
All
ring,
right, then,
man.
man.
Got to get the bell ring on that.
But before we get going any farther, when there's somber notes, we like to get them out of the way early here on the show, because Wally and I like to laugh and cut up, and we want to get the somber stuff out of the way. We want to take a minute just right here to recognize the young man that passed away early this week down in New Brockton at the high school down there at football practice. We want everybody in that area down there, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family and the entire New Brockton community and school.
Yeah, Neil, Samaji Wilkins passed out on the football practice field and then passed away in the hospital that night. It's so sad. It's the parents' worst nightmare.
God, oh, yeah.
There hasn't been any word out of New Brockton as of yet, and I'm sure they'll probably delay their start of the season, but it's their decision, and I'm sure the entire state will honor whatever they select to do.
Oh, yeah, won't nobody
whether it be
question.
the latest start season, or whatever. Our hearts just break for that community.
Yeah, nobody will question anything they do to start that. And it tugs at my heart. As a coach, you get paid to win. You get paid to have those kids ready to play and ready to win. That's what they pay you to do. That's your job.
Yeah.
They run those kids at practice so they'll be in shape to play the game. And that's what a coach is paid to do, right, Wally?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what they're paid to do. That's their job. That's what they're tasked to do. And then something like this happens. It just seems there's such a fine line between hard, tough practice and a kid getting hurt. For a coach, that's got to be such a difficult thing to try to find that balance, don't you think?
Yeah, and you're right. And you never know the medical condition of the players, underlying problems that they don't even know about, or the kid don't even know about.
And Nate, as Nate was reviewing our script, he alerted me that 3 other kids nationwide have died this week.
Yeah, it's
It's amazing.
I mean, you get a physical, got to have that, but sometimes you just don't know, man. But anyway, hearts are for them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, one thing, the Olympics is over. The Olympic flame has officially been delivered to Los Angeles.
I saw that,
2028.
They showed it getting off the plane. In
Oh,
Los
did they?
Angeles, they showed
Cool.
they showed the torch. coming to
Well,
Los
now
Angeles.
we wait for the Winter Olympics, my favorite part, and it's in Millennium, Corinthia, whatever the heck that is.
That's northern Italy.
Northern Italy. Okay.
Go ahead.
Northern Italy Olympic Committee, can I help you?
Yes, I would like to file a grievance, please. Is this the grievances hotline?
This
Yes,
is
what's
it.
bothering you tonight, Bulldog?
The fact that the International Olympic Committee decides to block Wally and them's sports chat from last week. That is
right.
just eating me up all week long.
That's all right. We get over it. Some of our sports chat shows are blocked in Iran, Germany, all over the world because we play the music.
I guess they don't like the music that we play and our views, but that's okay. We don't give a care about them no way. So
You know,
Anyways, what's up, fellas? How are y'all doing on this scorching afternoon?
Boy, is it a burner or what? But hey, going back
It
to
is
the
a level 2 today on far as the heat index is concerned. Woo-wee.
Hey, Bulldog, a couple years ago, we were doing a Charles Henderson High School football game live, and the announcer was playing the music during the quarters and stuff, and we get an alert on our phone that says banned from Pakistan.
yeah, the country of Pakistan heard the music over the PA system in the background.
So nobody can watch Charles Henderson in
Nobody in
Pakistan.
Pakistan can watch the game.
I can feel exactly what you mean. I know it's crazy the way things go, but there's been crazy stuff going on all week long, and even especially down at the Meet the Dogs Friday night when we started out.
Hey, listen. If they don't have them stadium lights fixed, we're going to have to play it in Troy.
Well, now, I was told, now this is what's weird about this. Check this out. When that happened, it was out on the home side for about 30 minutes.
Oh, they come back on?
When the game was over and I was down on the field turning off the scoreboard, the lights come back on, and there wasn't even a city truck or one in there nowhere. I did find out from somebody behind the high school that somebody with a gold-looking mask and a gold-looking...
Uh-oh, I knew it. That masked supervisor knocked the lights out.
That masked supervisor that he was shooting Roman candles at the transformer, what I was told.
Well, hey, I got beef pick with y'all. Vegas has Charles Henderson favored 48.5 points.
48.5.
48.5. That's what I heard. Vegas got us favored. Y'all not letting us come live there, man. Y'all got us on tape delay.
Vegas is Wayne Newton. That's not. We don't play. I don't play by Vegas.
Y'all scared to go live with us or something? What's this tape delay stuff?
Come out for Friday?
Yeah, they won't let us go live.
I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. It ain't got. I tell you what, if it was me, I would lobby to have it live. Just like I've been thinking about this since I saw this on TV the other day. Did y'all see where Catholic is going to start having their games on WSFA this year?
Yeah, they don't mind going live.
Yeah, they don't mind
But
going
here's
live.
what I thought about when y'all do the Charles Henderson Catholic game. How about have Neil and Wally do it on have them be the ones doing it on WSFA? Just Bulldog of exposure there.
Bulldog reads my mind because I already planned on tweeting Rosie Langelo about that, and I'm one step ahead of you there, Bulldog. One step ahead of you.
I know it, but I just had to throw that out there. I mean, that would get Sports Chat with Neil and Wally some major exposure. What would even be better is if they done that little game day thing they was talking about doing a few years back, the Sports Chat with Neil and Wally pregame game day thing. But
over at Troy.
Yeah, that got squashed like a bug.
It's a hot Friday night. My God.
Well, there's a cold front moving in tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll linger on to Friday night.
Yeah, I hope it will too, so it'll be a cool environment. Because the last 2 years that we've played this game, it's been two of the hottest on record. I tell you,
and I'm gonna tell you that the hotter it is,
nothing like that. But I promise y'all this: even though y'all ain't doing it live, I'm gonna have some guard dogs on the top row of the bleachers under the press box. At the ends that y'all set up on, so people won't try to sit down up there on that particular end, because we'll have y'all at one end and
WTBF
radio folks at the other end.
Just have me a Diet Coke and a Twinkie. That's all I ask for.
Well,
because the Diet Coke don't have any calories. The Twinkie does. It balances out.
Tell everybody this: the reason I am not on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally tonight. I called Neil earlier today where they had a family emergency I had to take care of. That's why yours truly is not on the show tonight talking about the game this Friday night. And, you know, family always precedes over everything else, so you got to go with that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Well, we got a lot to cover before the coaches get on here tonight, Bulldog, and we sure appreciate you calling in and save us a spot Friday night. And
I sure will.
Unlike Wally,
I'm doing that. And also want to make a pitch to the Charles Henderson people, since I was so good at it last week, you know, by getting Coach Hurt on the show. I want to tell all the Charles Henderson faithful that's watching this show Friday night, that's coming to the ball game, be sure to go by a favorite landing spot of Neil and Wally's and get you a nice hot chicken box from Crows and tell them
Absolutely.
Bulldog Johnny sent you. And y'all, I want y'all to wrap that entire building up in a circle trying to get in and out of Crows to get something to eat.
It could happen. It could
All
happen.
right, hey, Bulldog, hey, one thing before I go, Bulldog. First quarter, 46-0, Charles Henderson.
Oh, my
first
gracious.
quarter.
You
have a good
must
evening,
be
buddy.
done smoking that. You must be done talking to that mad supervisor. He's done talked you into something called 46. Well, now that could happen. Hey,
You done got it going.
one team in the Little League World Series hung 12 on somebody in the second inning the other day, so it's very well possible. But y'all have a good show. I'll save y'all a spot Friday night. And Neil, when you get a chance, check and see if them rosters come through on your email that I sent you earlier.
I will. And thank you very much for those rosters.
See you, Bulldog.
See you, bud.
You are welcome. I will see y'all Friday.
All right, bud. Take care. Have a good week.
I love getting him riled up.
Boy,
He's going to be all mad all
Man,
night.
he's gonna be texting me tonight at 10 o'clock about the score of the game, getting out of hand. This, that. Thank you, bud. That's good.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah.
Hey, well, going back to the Olympics.
Yeah, they
big
got. They
thing.
are.
We won a lot of medals.
Northern Italy and Wally. They hosted the 1956 Olympics there. It's a historic ski community. Yeah,
Never seen that. Looks like General Rommel come through there.
Well, I mean,
back in the 40s.
Auburn had their fan day yesterday. Alabama had theirs on the 11th, and got those out of the way for both schools, including Troy. And now we have all schools, Alabama, Auburn, and Troy, got their nose to the ground, getting ready for week 1 preparations.
Yes, sir.
The camp stuff is out of the way. It's week 1 preparations. How about that, man?
Man, Troy opens, Nevada right here in Troy. And Nevada pretty good. They coming off of a good season. 6 p.m. on 31st, Alabama opens up with Western Kentucky.
Tough one.
Tough one right there. That's that big blob thing that got us in trouble at the university years ago. And that's at 6 p.m. And then Auburn opens up with
Alabama A&M.
Oh, Alabama. I thought it said Talladega School of the. Okay, 6:30 in Auburn. So 31st is a big day for college
31st is
football.
a big day, man. Big day. And I know folks are ready for college football, and I am too.
I don't think Auburn going to cover on that Alabama.
I don't know what the spread is, but, they historically don't play the little teams good. Like they got beat by Jack State 3 or 4 years ago.
That's right.
But, and I wanted to take high school football starts too, and I wanted just to take a second and list the local games that are scheduled for this Friday night. Nate, if you copy and post those. Charles Henderson versus Pike County, that one's in Brundage. Pike Liberal Arts versus New Brockton in Troy, and as far as we know, that game is still on. As far as we know, no news out of New Brockton about that game being canceled or delayed or rescheduled. Enterprise versus Andalusia. This is in Andalusia. I contacted the Enterprise coaches, and that is not a jamboree.
That's a real
That's
game.
a real game in Andalusia. And, Andalusia just made the jump from 4A to 5A there in our region with Charles Henderson. So that'll be a good barometer reading. You like that word, barometer?
I think that's going to be a killer game because Andalusia lost a lot of players strong.
So you think Enterprise will handle them easy?
Enterprise?
Okay.
Probably going
Ayrton versus Georgiana. They got to go to Georgiana. And that'll be a tough one for Ayrton, Georgiana. Georgiana either loses all their games or either they're 10-0.
They're up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Zion Chapel versus Kinston. That one's in Jack. Kinston historically doesn't play good football. But Zion Chapel and Kinston have had some knockdown dragouts. Could be a good game.
We saw a 98-yard.
Yes, we did. Onside kick
one time.
We did. Goshen versus Geneva. That one's in Goshen. That one is a jamboree. Goshen, Geneva is a jamboree. Carroll versus Russell County. That one's in Seal, Alabama. That is not a jamboree. Laverne versus Elba in Laverne. Brantley versus Opp in Opp. That is a jamboree. Brantley Opp is a jamboree. Highland Home versus Strawn at Highland Home. Pretty sure that one's a jamboree as well. Yeah. But those are the local games in our quick area right there, and I hope that everybody's getting ready to get started with either week 1 Jamboree or week 1 real high school football.
All right, and I got to give a shout out to my son,
Yeah.
Noah. You know, he coaches Eufaula,
Yep.
and I know we didn't listen not in our coverage area, but they open up with Booker T. Washington.
Okay.
And that is alive.
They're playing.
They're playing.
Okay,
and stuff.
week 1 for them.
Week 1 for them. But check this out.
Come on with it.
Let's go.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
since you listen to
time.
the game, it's time for our Marco's Pizza pick contest to start. These are the first set of games.
There's a lot of people out there getting the pens and paper.
Hey, I won 4 times last year.
You ain't win 4
I
times.
did. Can't nobody, man. I pick them. I'm on. I'm hot.
Look, there they're on the screen. Read
Okay,
them out, man.
Kinston at Zion Chapel, Charles Henderson at Pike County, New Brockton at Pike Liberal Arts, Enterprise at Andalusia, Ayrton at Georgiana, Carroll at Russell County. The tiebreaker is going to be Charles Henderson at Pike County, the closest to the total points without going over.
That's the
Listen,
key.
folks,
That's the key.
without going over. If the final score is combined of 100 and you pick 101,
You're over.
You're over. No pizza for you.
And I want to throw out there, we're going to have 4 texts on our hotline, on our text hotline that says, Charles Henderson, Pike County's a Jamboree. We can't do a pick 'em on that. No, look, historically, they play the game.
Yeah.
They play it out. It might, one team or the other may put in the JV the second half, but they play it out. There's officials. They throw the flags. The clock is run correctly. They play it as a real game, so we are included that one in our pick 'em because
Exactly.
both teams, both coaches, both teams will play it as a for real. We want to win this game type of high school football game. Just because it says Jamboree on that sheet of paper, don't believe it. It's a real football game.
And hey, big shout out again to Marco's Pizza for allowing another. Neil, we've been doing this going on 8 years now,
yeah.
and Marco's Pizza's been with us from the beginning, and we have awarded, and it never fails, man. People see me at Walmart. I didn't win a pizza.
I didn't get a pizza. How did he get a pizza?
How
I
he
didn't get a pizza.
He had 4 fumbles.
They
and he got a
start
pizza.
texting you how many catches they had and all
Oh,
kinds of
yeah,
things.
I remember one kid come up and says, the guy that got the pizza had 4 fumbles, and I didn't. I mean, I'm like, hey, we do the best we
Yeah,
can.
and without those great sponsors, we don't have a show. We don't have a show.
Exactly.
And so thank you to all our sponsors over the years, especially the ones that have stuck with us through thick and thin. And they keep bringing you this show over and over. And, hey, we got some new commercials coming.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
This fall, new commercials, and they're going to be good. Man, I can't wait to film those.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
telling you, man.
Well, check this out, folks. In the past 2 weeks, let me tell you who we had on the show.
Yeah.
We've had Coach Don Moore from Goshen, also Coach Mark Hurt from Pike County on the show. 2 great interviews tonight, though, folks. 2 more special guests. First half is going to be Coach Quinn Hambright, head coach at Charles Henderson High School. Then, after that, Coach William Mongrel, he's the head coach at Pike Liberal Arts. But before that, Neil's going to read our commercial sponsors, and Coach Hambright is in the house. So we'll go to commercial and come back, and we'll be all set to go.
Yep. Our commercial sponsors, the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, The Market, Hooks Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wiggly's of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, Mama Goldberg's, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Town and Country Flooring, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, David Adams Realty, PLS Surveying, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, The Corner Restaurant, Max Federal Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Mr. Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, Decrease Agency, All-Star Collision, Alabama Restoration, Double H Ornamental, and Firehouse Subs. Like Wally said, Coach Hambright's in the house. He'll be up right after this. Watch these commercials, and we'll be right back.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wow, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put that stuff back. Man, some good stuff, man. Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs. Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Bill, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. Look at all these waves. This is a beautiful day in the beach. Hey, lady.
How are you? Hey, where did y'all get those shirts?
Oh, they shirts right here?
Yes.
Oh, they want to wear the shirt. Oh, shit. Pete Van Horn. Yes, these are Deep South Apparel shirts with Pete Van Horn in my number. All of your t-shirts and apparel, they can print anything. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel, Montgomery, Alabama.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Hey, Wally. Why in the world you got all these fans in the window, man?
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins. It about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration, no mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
That thing's hot now. I can tell you. They serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. And they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steamed sandwich, Wally. I can tell you. Troy, Alabama. Come see them. Hey, Wally, what's going on, man? You selling your house?
Selling my house, Neil.
Man, you got to hire professional realtors when you sell it. Wally, you don't even have sales spelled right.
Oh, yeah.
Correct that. You need to call David Adams Realty for all your selling, your buying, even your rental efforts. 566-3000. Give them a call at David Adams Realty. Oh, Lord. Not that sale. Oh, call David Adams Realty, folks. Welcome back to Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. On the set, Coach Quinn Hambright, athletic director and head football coach at Charles Henderson High School. Coach, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for taking time to be here. I know you got about 4,000 things you could be doing, but you chose to come see us, and I appreciate that. And man, it don't seem like long. Maybe a couple weeks ago, we were sitting here doing the coaches show.
I know it, man.
Time just.
I feel like I missed it. I feel like it went by fast, it went by slow, and I missed it, and it's back at it now. So,
Yep. Coach,
happy.
the chatter around town at all the old man coffee groups. Not that I'm an old man, but I do get around to the coffee groups. The chatter in the old man coffee groups all over town is this is a rebuilding year for Charles Henderson. Now, I know coaches don't like to hear that word. Speak to us just a little about, I'm going to use the word regrouping of the Trojans this year and how the team will be different than the last few years.
If you're looking at stat line, if you're looking at personnel, you would think that this would be a rebuilding year. And like you said, I really can't stand that word. And you won't. The only time you ever hear me say that word is just now, because it won't come out my mouth again.
I got you.
I'm a reload type guy.
I like it.
I
like
that
it.
word.
Yeah.
I don't deal in all. It's next man up for me.
Yeah.
Guys, whether they graduate, they transfer, they stop playing, they quit, whatever the case may be, it's always, next man up. And, we got some good young talent at Charles Henderson. And what people, don't know or fail to realize is that, my incoming ninth graders, hadn't lost a game in 3 years.
They hadn't lost a game. I was just about to say.
3 years. And the sophomores, my rising sophomores, their first time losing in 3 years was last year.
A JV game.
JV game.
Yeah.
So, and, but the seventh graders don't know how to lose. They 13U, seventh grade, eighth grade, same way. So, we have winners coming up.
Yeah.
So and that matters. That really matters. When
It does.
Winning mentality matters when you lack the experience.
It does.
Well, Coach, I'll start with your seniors. How many seniors are you going to dress this year on the roster?
I think 13.
13 we got.
That's a good number.
Yeah, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Okay. Wide receiver, Coach. Now, we all know you lose Jawan Boyd to Troy University. But let's talk about the wide receiver group, the core of them, and the development of the brother of one of Charles Henderson's best to ever do it at wide receiver, John Johnson. And we're talking about Cameron Johnson. Speak to us about Cameron's development and being the leader of the wide receiver core.
Yeah, Cam has made tremendous strides. If we had this Cam last year, we probably have a better chance against Huntsville Shores.
All right.
All summer he's been the number one guy. Whether he be the fade ball, go ball, post, breaking up all the OTAs, all the 7-on-7s. We needed a big play. We needed a touchdown. We challenged him, and he accepted the challenge and has been superb. All summer. As a 170-pound kid, he squats 500 pounds.
Yeah.
He's strong. He's athletic. He's fast. He's physical, and I'm extremely proud of the progress that he's made. Thus far as a wide receiver, and in that wide receiver core. We have to put Cedric Brown in there. Of course, he plays tight end and fullback for us, but he's going to play a lot of receiver for us. Noah Green, tight end, fullback, but he's going to play a lot of receiver for us. And we have a crew of young guys that are battling for 2 spots. And I think they're going to battle very well. I think it's going to be, we got a lot of speed. We're fast.
Okay.
All of them run track. So we're looking forward to this week and seeing who's going to be out there come Friday night.
Off script, just real quick, Wally. In your 4 years at Charles Henderson, have you accidentally come across any tape of Austin Ingram throwing the ball to John Johnson?
I've seen it.
Was that beautiful or what?
Yeah, man. It's I can't even. It's hard to compare with Parker and Jawan, man. You just don't know.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Austin,
a lot of big plays.
Austin and John were in that. They were in that echelon.
Yeah.
They were.
I mean, they were number one if you consider what Charles Henderson has been previously and up until Parker and Jawan and I just hope and pray that we get the same production out of Cam.
That's good. Me too.
Hey, and on defense, Coach, y'all have gotten a reputation over several years of having a hard knock defense, and defense that will leave the other team sore after the game. Will this group continue to be that physical, and who will be your play caller this year on defense?
Coach Graham is still here. He's done an exceptional job this year. The last 2 years, he's been here. Last 2 seasons, he's been here up until this year. And this is, it may be saying a lot. And and shout out to Damian Hart, one of the most hard-working, physical kids I've had since I've been here. But this probably might be the most physical defense we've had, since I've been at Charles Henderson.
Damian kind of set the precedence.
Yeah,
Follow me.
Yeah.
And it's just kept going.
And it just kept going. And this year we're young. Of course, we only return 1 starting D lineman, 1 starting linebacker, and 2 starting DBs. So we're young, but they're fast and they're physical, and hopefully if they're disciplined in all of that, we'll be a really good defensive team.
That's good, Coach. Offense, defense, it's all important. But you've been on the coaches show with me. You know I always got to ask about special teams. It can make or break at the high school level.
Yes,
and we've been spoiled this last several years with Nick Pearson. Speak to us on the replacement of Nick Pearson. And let me preface that question with, we all noticed at the scrimmage the other night that we definitely are going to have to cover kickoffs this year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're running.
Yeah.
We got to put the guys we're going to put starters, all starters.
Okay, all right.
Kickoff.
That'll fix that.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer, though, if you can't play special teams and they can relate, I mean, they can attest to me, this verbiage coming out of my mouth. If you refuse to give effort on special teams, you will not play offense or defense at Charles Henderson High School.
Okay.
And, you know, I've said it multiple times, and I said I don't care who gets upset with me. Anybody that got a 55 tag that's upset with it, I'm sorry. But, you know, if you don't give that effort on special teams, you know, you're not going to play on offense or defense. I'm a firm believer in it.
Right.
And I believe in starters on special teams. Now, we have, Jaden and Caden battling for, you know, the kicking positions. Both of them play soccer. You know, I've done my due diligence of recruiting the soccer team and even recruiting the soccer coach as my kicking coach. So I've done my due diligence in that aspect. So and he's doing a good job of developing them. It was their both of those kids' first time out there, so it was a little nervous or whatever. So hopefully those jitters are gone and we can get through this week and Friday and be productive.
Man, you talking about Nick Pearson off script? Just that night we were in Mobile playing Faith in the semifinal.
Yeah.
The winner goes to the championship game. It was cold. We sat there and called that game live and saw that kid turn that game around.
Oh yeah,
I
flip
mean,
the field.
just flip. Faith could not recover what he was kicking. It just he to me won that game. But anyway,
Nick has won a lot of games for us. Defense can start on the 20 every.
That's right.
I mean, you got to drive 80 yards.
That's right. That's right.
That's hard.
Because I know you have kind of already talked about this year, but will the offensive attack be any different this year that Parker Adams and Jawan and Zach Coleman have departed? Or are y'all still going to strive to be balanced with the run and pass? I know the last few years being balanced was very important. And play to our advantage. I mean, like Goshen, they are going to run the ball 90% of the time this year. It can be very, I mean, it can vary from school to school is why I asked.
With us, it's you said those names kind of hurt my heart. Those are the only guys that I've had since I've been here.
Yeah.
So this is a different team for not only for Troy but for me, you know, as a coach. So, you know, we're still trying to develop our identity. The first drive of Friday, you know, we pretty much ran the ball the entire time down there. And in practice, we can't run the ball at all. I mean, in practice, I've gotten gray hair under my scalp because of, you know, us not being able to run the ball. And we get into the scrimmage, and
they ran it.
I'm like, you probably save me 5 years if you do that in my life if you do it in practice. But we're going to try to stay balanced. You know, we're of course we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball. In that aspect, we do have two guys that can throw it as well. So we're going to use their arm talent as well as the feet of our running backs.
Good. Coach, you opened with the Jamboree versus Pike County on the 23rd. That's just coming up Friday night. And I know it's listed on paper as a Jamboree, but they're going to have a huge gate. They're going to sell concessions. The officials are going to be there. They're going to throw real penalties. Both coaches are going to have game plans. It'll be hot and heated, and all the players are going to take the field ready to win. It has the feels of all of being a real game because it is. Speak to us on the importance of that Jamboree and what it means to the community on both sides.
You know, it's a Brundage versus Troy type deal. You know, I've grown to love it. You know, but when I was in high school, Pike County not only beat us, but they beat breaks off of us at Central Haynesville. And we were on the football field talking about, you know, wait to basketball season. You know, and that's how bad they were. To bring in perspective, my 9th grade year, Pike County beat us 82-0.
Oh, Lordy.
And while I was a freshman. So that's you know, that's still in the back of my head.
You hadn't forgot that, have you?
Neil, I think we called that.
Yeah, we might have called that.
And never will forget it. So, you know, it's big for the community. It's big for the kids. You know, and I always tell them never too high, never too low, even keel. That's all we have to be. You know, if we're going that game too high, then penalties are going to be high because emotions are going to be high. You know, play with high emotion, but don't play emotional. You know, nothing is personal. Everything is about business when you're in between those lines, and that's the mentality I've tried to beat them for the last week. And you know, hopefully, you know, we come out, you know, with the win, come out healthy mainly, and so we can look forward to week 1.
All right. Well, Coach, again, thank you so much for taking your time to come sit with us tonight.
Yeah.
We wish Trojans a big year. Neil and I will be there Friday night calling most of the games live. We got a new sideline reporter, John Witherspoon's going to be there, and sure he'll talk to you between halftime and
Maybe pregame.
Yeah, and pregame. So we look forward to it, man. How long we been doing it now, Neil? Kid gracious.
Well, with the cable, about 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, so.
But we enjoy it. You know, we're Trojan fans at heart, but we love everybody in our community, so we do it. But again, thank you so much.
Yep.
We're gonna
Folks,
go.
Coach.
Well, I was gonna say we're about to go to another
Coach
break.
Quinn Hambright, the athletic director and the head football coach at Charles Henderson. And like Wally said, we got some commercials to get in, but we appreciate Coach Hambright being here. We'll be right back.
Hey, Wally, what you guys out here in this field for? Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat. A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What? Got it on Facebook. Facebook? Yes, sir. The USS Alabama. Yes, I got to get some insurance. Well, you're going to need to call the Grease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy? You got a trailer, don't you? I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Grease Agency for all your insurance needs. Jason, how you doing, man?
Neil.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you come to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002.
Look at this, what we got, Sully.
What are you doing, Wally?
Man, our game warden gave me a ticket, Neil.
Game warden gave you a ticket. Are you hunting on the right property?
Well, I thought this was my property right here, man.
Do you know where the lines are?
Not really.
Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS group, 403-4234. Give them a call.
Do I get a get out of jail free card?
No, you don't get a get out of jail free card.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What the heck? Playing with fidget?
Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally.
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. About to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All she's worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents, 808-8822.
You gained donut?
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down. Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hooks Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you smell it?
Hooks?
Hooks?
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on. Good Lord, what in the world? Hooks, baby. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally. Then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here, the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Man, what are you doing up here at the market? Are you trying to feed the whole family?
Feed the whole family.
Well, do they got spaghetti?
They got spaghetti, bacon or ham.
Do they have poppy seed chicken?
They got poppy seed chicken right here.
Is that a bag of Ritz crackers on top of the poppy seed chicken?
It is, Neil. And got some rolls.
Got the roll? What about to drink?
Oh, you got that bottle of Manchester wine.
Moscato and rosé? What if you wanted a cold beer?
Well,
They got that too?
They got that too, Neil.
What about a little dessert? Wait a minute, is this camp stew? Are you kidding me?
Everything.
Is this a fresh salad? A fresh turkey salad and a fresh chicken salad? I got side salads too. Everything you could ever imagine. Just grab it, go home, warm it up for the family. Easy peasy. Everybody eats good. Visit the market on the square in Troy.
Welcome back. We want to welcome Coach William Miguel from Pike Liberal Arts. Coach, thank you for taking time to come
Thank
on
y'all.
tonight.
Thank
I know
you, my friend.
I know you
Yes,
got
sir.
about 4,000 other things you could be doing here, getting ready. Already got a jamboree under your belt, and you got week 1 coming up. And I know y'all been working hard, and like I just said, you already got a jamboree. Y'all rode over to Skipperville Friday evening and took on the GW Long Rebels. And from what I could gather off Facebook, because I hadn't seen any articles or anything, the varsity played the first and second quarter. Y'all came out on top 7-0.
Yes, sir.
And the JV fell short in the second half, 14-0. And speak to us a little about that jamboree and what you saw from your Patriots, good and bad, and things you need to work on. And make sure you highlight the 88-yard touchdown pass from Bradford to Michael Vaughn, and break that play down to us when you go over that for us.
Well, we were really pleased when we came out of that. First of all, we came out healthy. We didn't get anybody hurt, but the biggest thing was, when I first took over 2 years or last year, the biggest thing was getting some continuity within this program and getting these kids hungry. We've had a heck of an off season in the weight room. Coach Kerry Costin, our O-line, and our weight room coach has done a great job with our kids. And the biggest thing we wanted to see Friday was if we would carry that over to the field, and we did for the most part. Now, we do have a lot of things that we have to work on. We just got through meeting, but overall, our kids really, really played hard and really played well. The pass play, Dawson, Dawson's going in to be a 3-year starter, and he has done a phenomenal job. That was a great throw. We had great protection, and when he first threw it, we thought he had overthrew Michael Vaughn, but Mike is
Caught up with it.
Max
He
is
caught up with
runner,
it.
and he caught up with it and ran right under it. So it was a great execution on the play. And we've got some weapons out there at receiver, and with Dawson being back there who can deliver it, I think we're looking for big things out of that part of the game.
That was an exciting play.
Yes, sir, it was.
And Coach, like Neil said, congratulations on winning that first half of the Jamboree Friday night. It's always good to win and build that winning feeling. Tell us a little bit about your seniors. How many seniors you dressing this year?
We have 10 seniors, and this, I was telling you earlier, this bunch has had a tough road. They started when they were sophomores, playing that tough non-HSA schedule. When we were having to play all the Florida schools.
Georgia schools.
The first year we played in 1 year, Mobile Christian, Catholic, Faith, Bayside, all those guys.
I remember.
So, it's been brutal on them, and now getting into a region and some competition that we can play with, I think has really excited them, and I think that they're ready for the challenge.
Coach, not giving away any too much strategy to New Brockton, because we've got a lot of watchers down there, but I'm talking about the year in a nutshell.
Right.
On offense, what is the strategy? Y'all going to ground and pound folks with the run? Y'all going to slash folks with quick passes? Or are y'all going to strive to be balanced?
We're striving to be balanced now. My mentality, we want to run the football. But we cannot look away from the fact that we have a quarterback that can deliver it, and we have some receivers that can get
Gotcha.
it. So,
Gotcha.
it wouldn't be a surprise if it was 60-40 passing, but, it's just according to how the game carries on and what we have and what we can do at that point in time. But ultimately, we want to run the football.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Got a little size on that old line now.
We do. We got Coy. And he's dropped about 30 pounds in the off season. So he was
Still big.
I think he was at 340 something. He's down to about 315 now. And it showed the other night he moves a lot better physically for him. We got Pruitt Vaughn, who's a senior up there also, and then our center's a junior. Our right guard is a sophomore, and our left tackle's a junior. So, we've got some good size up there. We were looking at it this summer, didn't realize how big they really were until we really paid attention to it. So.
I didn't think that your line was going to be that big besides Coy.
Right.
The parents posting some videos out on Facebook, I did get to see that line. They got some size.
We probably average about 230 up front.
Yeah, heck, Matt Bone was pretty good size. Not Matt, that's his dad. Pruitt, good size too.
He's our left guard, and his brother Tucker's our right
Tucker,
guard. So, and Tucker's he's a tough one.
I tell you what, Bones, he was a heck of a player at Charles Henderson back in the day, so they got some good stock there.
Right.
But hey, on defense, Coach, how do you guys stack up? I mean, y'all pitched a shutout in Skipperville Friday night. Speak to us a little about your defense on how that's coming.
We've got 9 guys returning on. We got 10 returning on offense and 9 on defense. And then we've had a young man that's come out that played before and then he didn't play, but he is a big asset to us, and Dalton Jordan, who will play linebacker.
Okay.
Rhodes Baker he plays defensive end for us, and he is a heck of a ball player.
He gets after it.
He does. He's really going to be. It's going to be tough for anybody to block him one-on-one. But we've got Pruitt playing at linebacker, and then we've got a bunch of guys that we rotate in at the nose with Coy and Tucker and some of those guys. Cade Brookins is going to be a key for us. He plays outside linebacker for us, and then our secondary is pretty solid there. We've got a lot of kids that we can play back there, so we're looking forward to that defensive bunch. Like I said, we've got 9 returning starters. So
Somebody said that y'all caused 3 turnovers. Was that correct stat?
I know we had 2. We had a fumble and an interception.
Okay. Okay, good. That's good, Coach. Let's talk special teams just for a second. I know offense and defense is important, but special teams can make or break at the high school level. I asked Coach Hambright the same question. Speak to us a little about the special teams. Y'all gonna be good on extra points, punting, field goals, and kickoffs?
Luckily, I think we're gonna be pretty solid. We have our punter returning in Jackson Booth, and place kicking. We have Sawyer Keck returning, but then we have 2 guys behind him that can also kick. Cade May, it's funny, at number 73, our left tackle, who is a soccer player, can also kick, and then we have an 8th grader, Trent Royal, who is left-footed, who kicks for us too. So we've actually got 3 kickers.
That's
fantastic.
fantastic.
And then Sawyer can also go back and punt if we need him to.
And somebody that can snap it to them.
Pruitt Vaughn's our long
Good,
snapper. And
good.
then we've got another young kid in Jackson Bowen who can long
Boy,
snap.
isn't that a nice feeling as a
I'll
coach?
tell you, that's the one thing you worry about, because that special teams is just as important. But when you have guys that you don't have to worry about your long snapper and your kicker, that's a good thing. And I think right now, for the next couple of years, if Lord willing, we'll have
Be all right there.
solid there.
There you go. That's nice.
Well, Coach, next up, New Brockton this Friday night. Has there been any talk of that game being rescheduled or skipped or canceled? I mean, a sad situation. The player passing away. Nobody could second guess anything that the New Brockton Athletic Department decides to do. But all that to be so traumatic down there. Have you heard anything? Or?
I have. It kind of hit me. That's where I graduated from, and that's where I played. And I talked with Coach Barnett, and it's been tough on them. But no, we're still going to play, and we're planning on doing a few things before the game. But like I said, that was a real tragedy. That's a coach's worst nightmare for something like that to happen. And our prayers have been with them, and I've spoke with Coach Barnett a couple times, but. He said they're still bringing all 80 of those kids on.
I saw their team picture on Facebook, and I was like, that's a bunch right there.
I called him. I said, Coach, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put you. How many kids are you bringing? He said 80, and I said, well, let me think about that, Coach. I'll call you back. So,
they got 7A school.
That's great, though. He's got
that is.
Well, and it's also within the sad situation that was going on down there. It's almost a positive light that they're going to play and continue on and do something, honor him before the game. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome. Coach, speak to us about the region. And I know there's a few games that y'all should come out, I don't want to say easy, but there's a few games that y'all should handle easily, but then there's some that may give you fits. Let's specifically talk about the Goshen game, the Highland Home game, the Laverne and the Zion Chapel game. How do you see and in that row right there, you got Laverne first.
Right.
Speak to us about how that might unfold and your strategy of the region.
First of all, we need to stay healthy. Those are 4 great teams that are very well coached. It's going to be a challenge for us. We're going to have a great week of preparation for each one of them. And, we can't have mistakes against teams like that, because they're going to capitalize on any mistakes you have. So it's going to be tough. I mean, it's just like any other game that we, play. We got to come in there with the right mindset, and we got to work hard each week and go out there and just play like we've been coached to.
All right.
Coach, thank you again so much for taking time to come on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. We wish Patriots a wonderful year.
Yeah.
Y'all go make the playoffs. Neil and I predicted last week we were going to.
We did.
We think y'all going to make the playoffs.
And that'll be history.
Yeah, it's going to be history.
That'll be
for sure.
the first time in the Alabama High School Athletic Association that the Pike Liberal Arts Patriots have made the playoffs. We predicted it. Now y'all just hold it up and get it done.
That's the plan.
I coached a lot of your kids in baseball that on your team, so I wish them well. You got some good character in there.
That's right. Coach William Mogel from Pike Live, the athletic director, head football coach. Coach, again, thank you for being here. And
thanks, Coach.
Best of luck Friday night and throughout the season.
I appreciate it.
And I look forward to seeing you on the coaches show.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully they'll get in touch with you on
Yes,
that.
sir.
We'll be right back. Thank you, folks. I've been using Double H Ornamental for all my weed spraying and all my pesticides, and you can see the difference between a yard that's got this in it and a yard that doesn't have anything in it. Wally, what are you doing with that tank spray? Man, you spilled all the chemicals everywhere. Good Lord, chemicals are everywhere, man. You got a backpack sprayer and now you done hurt your back?
Well, I tried to use that thing, but it's all broke.
The sprayer's broke?
Broke.
Double H Ornamental. You see this pretty grass? Give them a call. 472-4907. Double H Ornamental. Put this in your yard.
Dadgummit. Man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neil, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
I chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at 334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament.
Look
right
at
here.
this. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best job. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Deal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to build my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly. 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wigglies in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You gotta talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire. You know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
Kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally!
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
That's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one.
There's that mean
thing. West Kentucky Blog. That's Chipper Jones. You played that 2 weeks ago.
Am I getting senile now?
You called it on me when I played one back to back.
I'm calling it on you, folks. You hear what Neil's saying now.
Little Ozzy right there.
I can't believe that.
Go ahead, man.
Unbelievable. Hey, got some good news for you. Let's start telling folks one of our favorite morning shows. You and I have been listening to them, Neil, for so long. John and Barry. Hey, whatever happens is under the bridge, but baby, they are coming back. It was announced. this week that John and Barry will be back together. They're going to be live on YouTube and also have a podcast. So that's great news, man. Those two guys.
It is, man. When I read that this week, it just made my month. I have listened to John and Barry every morning. Heck, I don't know how many years for John and Barry. It's a lot of years. I've been listening to John and Barry, and I am so pumped for them to be back together. What do they call them? Sandpaper and silk.
Sandpaper and silk.
Sandpaper and silk is back together.
John must be the sandpaper, and Barry must
Barry's
be
the silk.
Man,
That's
they
right.
are two good guys, and
yes,
we plugged our show on there and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Of course, there's a dude in Troy, Fred the Dorfman. He calls.
He tries to make picks.
Tries to make picks and does pretty good. But anyway, congratulations you two for coming back, and try to have to get Barry on the show one night.
Try to get him on.
Try to get him on.
Yeah.
And anyway, but hey, changing teams. You been watching that Little League World Series stuff?
Absolutely. Have you not? I love the Little League World Series, man. I tell you, it's just getting started. They just started late this last week, and only like 2 teams are out. I mean, they just got started, and I hadn't picked my favorite squad yet, but I should know within the next day or two who I'm rooting for, because you never know who's going.
Any Alabama teams there?
No.
None.
No. It would only be the Phoenix City squad. They're the only one that played Little League.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, hey, man, last week we talked about some AISA teams in Alabama going to 8-man
Yeah,
football. This week a story broke out that North Florida and Graceville High School would cancel their entire schedule.
Can you believe that?
Unbelievable. The head coach called everyone on their schedule and told them the season was canceled. He said that all their kids either selected not to play or transferred to other schools.
Didn't have a team.
That's what's happening with all this NIL.
That Florida's got this NIL, this transfer deal. Look what's happening. We're going to see more of that, Wally.
Oh, you're going to see a lot more.
We're going to see more of that. And I hope the Alabama High School Athletic Association holds off as long as they can on this NIL crap. Just let that be a college thing. I don't even like it in college, but legally they got to be able to make money off their name. I know, I get it. It's probably inevitable, but I can always hope that Alabama High School Athletic Association just holds off as long as possible. And we had 2 coaches on tonight, and we're way behind on our commercials. So we only got 4 minutes left in the show, but we got to get in one more set of commercials. We'll be right back.
I'm just here waiting for them to open up to eat one of these award-winning steaks and cheese biscuits and stuff. Well, the law's on the way. What? Well, it was some suspicious activity. They don't open till 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they open for lunch after church on Sunday. One of the best meals you can get after church, too, I promise you. We got to get out of here. The law's on the way. Let's go. But you come to the old bar for those fresh cheese biscuits.
Oh, Neil Armstrong.
What's wrong, man?
I'm ready to get this Easy Dump commercial over with, buddy.
Oh, my gracious. You been drinking on that?
Yes.
Oh, gracious. Man, look at this, Neil. See, that's all you got to do is call Easy Dump. They bring your trailer to your house or to your facility. If you're remodeling, just bring it to you. 334-282-6078. Got these nice ramps if you want to roll something up in there. Easy Dump. Give them a call. They'll bring it to you, and they'll haul it off. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke? I watched a YouTube video. Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy. What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Yeah, man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spade and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give them a call, Southern Animal Patent Hospital Resort. Gum, I'm about to starve. Neil told me to meet him at the corner. He must be bringing potted meat and cheese. You on this thing, man. I'm going with the pimento cheeseburger, brother. You are? I'm going with the bougie burger. Or how about the 3-notch wing basket? Well, hey, I'm changing my mind. I'm going with the Trojan burger, brother. How about the loaded house fries for an appetizer? Woo, man, I don't know what I'm going to get. And I heard that the buns on all the burgers are special. You gotta give them a try. Meet us at the corner for lunch. Have we ever opened up with a closing song?
Have we ever opened up with our closing song? Nate, run those Facebook funnies real quick. And then I said, hold up. That ain't no hot tub.
That's a good one.
Hold up. Fire Ant Killer Plus. Fire Ant Runner Plus. That just runs them around the yard, don't it?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
A wise doctor once wrote. That's my favorite right there,
man. What a show tonight, bro.
What a show. Both head coaches from our area knocked it out, and we hope you enjoyed it. Are you ready for some football? Monday night party.
Yes, yeah.
Nate, how long we got, Nate? Good deal. We appreciate you watching tonight, and hope you enjoyed the interviews with Coach Mogale and Coach Ambright, and hope you're ready to get the season cranked off like we are. We'll see you next Sunday night. Keep it cool. See you.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's why. Oh man.
Pretty good show.
Yeah, it was.